Now you say the Most High gave his word to everybody, right?
That bond is you living out right now. That bond is why you at the bus stop right now.
You understand? The scripture says, if any man speak, let him speak of the oracles of God. They think the law is a small thing.
Separate, man. We are separate from these other nations, man. That's right.
I can't let no holder lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, oh they lies is hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Nigga think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying, this shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Suckle up and stay alert. Another cop just stretched the nigga. He a demon, this an exorcism. Watch I bless the nigga. You took that oath in blood, then you know I'm gon' get active with you. Fuck the opposition, I see vision. Let me paint the picture. Rappers claim they spit and I ain't listening. Is in fact if revenge was a woman, now I stroke that bitch like Jack the Ripper. War, we gon' run the summer. It's gon' be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. Ask who run this shit, but that question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers, hell, should've never kidnapped my family. I can't just do that. Bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it young baby. How you real triggering on them dots? You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cold leader? When he said something, I ain't hear him. This shit light. It ain't about who got this gun, it's about who gon' up that pipe first. I turn a bad situation to a game changer. Bring soldiers from the dead, just raised up the chain. Free shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand and feed you, you'll never get that hand back. He bitchin' about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brothers. Everybody wanna be Richard Porter, God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk like Lee Malvo. I'm a certified woman's ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, out with that hollow sign, yeah, this the rim accord. Feel like Gullah Jack when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still up on my bread, still I think that's all that I do. The way I get that boy lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his game, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my houses. Yes, you said, sir. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering?
Absolutely.
Should a thief go to jail when he steals?
Absolutely.
Should a robber pay back the money he robbed?
Absolutely.
So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did?
That's right. That's right. control. Just obstacle set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home. Only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
Do you see just how it feels? Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in this body, you fit a Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is dish served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in a world of mad shooters. Devils design fire for our babies to pass through it. And the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
Do you see just how it feels? Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a
Shalom, Israel. I'm Officer of 1,000 Awaja, ISUPK Detroit under Commander General Yohana. And today is the law class, man. Today is the law class, ISUPK Detroit, man. Give me a second. If y'all have any questions or comments, put it inside of the chat. I'll answer your questions. I will answer your questions. As I get to them. Okay. Also, like, share, and subscribe so we can get them algorithms going. All right. Let me just do a quick sound check. Just a quick sound check. All right. Let me just do a quick sound check. All right, cool. Sounding good. Great, and we are definitely back. Okay, once again, like, share, subscribe. Also, you got a question or comments, put them inside of the chat, and I will get to them. Today we're gonna touch on a couple of things, man. I'm sure some of y'all seen, heard, and different things, and for the ones that didn't hear, see it, it was a kind of an incident that we had with alternative lifestyle people or members of the LBG community in purple, of course, where they attempted to provoke us, intimidate us, and use intimidation tactics to take over one of Commander General Yohana's corners. Okay? Give a small little brief of basically what happened for those of you that don't know what happened. They were out there, we were out there. Of course, it was our corner, so they came, it was Commander General Yohana corner, so they decided they wanted to come out there. The first week, it was an equal amount of numbers. So the next week, they decided to call the entire Alphabet community down there to come and support their camp. They all in purple. And they thought they would intimidate us with the numbers the following week, because they packed up and left when the numbers was even Steven, okay? What just goes to show you, man, that group is a bunch of cowards. Only some cowards would do something like that. Only some cowards. Now when you get the numbers, now when you done called up everybody you know in purple and in the rain and in your alternative lifestyle community, now that you've done those things, now you decide you want to get a wireless mic, and they walked in front of the camp and tried to battle Captain Salaki Gadalbar. Salaki, I think I mispronounced that the name, Salakia, sir. And they attempted to battle the brother. And of course, because the Lord is with us and not with them, he crushed him. He crushed him. Because of course over there, they what? They are an alternative camp. Okay? Let's get Proverbs 29 and 12. Let me get there and rock with you. Let's start this off with Proverbs 29 and 12, man. Give me 1 second, Salakia. Proverbs 29 and 12. That's what we starting at today. And of course, because they had numbers, then they want to put their, as you saw, for those who don't know, again, they had a speaker really literally in our camp about what was it? What did Commander General say? About 15, well, literally out of their camp into our camp. I'll put it like that, okay? Doing everything they can to provoke and intimidate us because they thought they would intimidate us because of their numbers, because of what they had done to so many other camps. Okay, because of what they had done to so many other camps, they thought that they would intimidate us and scare us that we won't speak, that we would pack up and go. And of course, when that did not happen, Before we get that Proverbs, let's get 2 Timothy 1 and 7. Salakia. Let's get 2 Timothy 1 and 7. Because they thought that they was going to intimidate us. Well, in here, we're no cowards. In here, we are no cowards. We don't fear the Father we fear in here. You're not going to punk us. Not in here, you not. But because they're cowards, they thought because they had numbers, and that's the tactic that they have used over and over and over and over again on other fake Israelite groups, and they folded. They assumed that that would work in here. That doesn't work in here. That it doesn't work. Commander General Yohana does not breed punks in here. He does not breed cowards in here. We go out there understanding what? We'll die for one another and die for this truth out there. They don't understand that because they're cowards. They don't understand that. No fake Israelite group understands that. Cowards don't understand that. Punks don't understand that. Alternative lifestyle people do not understand that. This is 1 Timothy 1 and 7. It says, For God had not given us the spirit of fear. The Most High don't give us the spirit of fear. The Lord, let me help you understand something. When the Lord is not with you, you will think that your numbers can intimidate somebody. That's what you will think. You'll think your numbers intimidate. You'll think because you got a lot of people, somebody's supposed to be scared of you. That's not how it works in here, man. That's not what we do in here. The Lord did not give us the spirit of fear in here. It does not happen like that. Did you not, when you read through these scriptures, you think those men were scared of anything? Peter, Paul, you think the disciples feared something? Stephen, you remember Stephen got stoned, man. Stephen got stoned. And they tried to intimidate them brothers by bringing more people. Not understanding, real men ain't scared, man. Not understanding, we took an oath in here, man. We took an oath, man. Our oath that we took in here, man, we took an oath to put our life on the line to go out there, man. To run from nothing out there. You think we're going to let some purple alternative lifestyle people scare us? Nah. It ain't going to happen. And here's another thing. Man. We'll be back out there. They won't. Because they're cowards. They're cowards. They'll never go back on that corner again. They won't do it. Because they tried to bully and intimidate Salaki, and it did not work. It did not work, man. Because that doesn't work. That doesn't work with real men. That doesn't work with real men, man. That doesn't work with men in the UPK who took an oath to give their life if necessary to be out there teaching this truth. They don't understand that type of a commitment. Because they didn't take that type of oath. That's not what they're about. That's not what they do. And here we understand that, man. And here we understand that. Fake Israelite groups will never understand the type of oath and commitment that we have in here. They'll never understand it, man. And make no mistake about it, man. Make no mistake about it. The Lord sees what's going on, man. The Lord sees it. And as Commander General Yohana said, that's the beginning of the end for them. And it is. They made a terrible mistake. You made a terrible and a costly mistake. But you was gonna come to nothing anyway because the Lord wasn't with you. All you did was speed it up. And that was the beginning of the end of you. You're going to look up and you're not even going to know they even existed anymore. Okay? Let's get it. Back to Proverbs, Salaki. Let's get back to Proverbs 29:2. Proverbs 29:2, man. I mean 12, Salakia, 12, Salakia, 12. Proverbs 29:12, Salakia. Okay? It's just something they don't, and that's why a lot of them could never even be in here. That's why they hate us so much. They hate us because they could never be in here. They wouldn't make it, man. We don't allow alternative lifestyle to flourish in here. That is something that'll never ever happen in here. You can't be a part of the alphabet community and a part of. Are you out of your mind? You would never be able to do something like that here. Okay? Proverbs 29:12, man. If a ruler hearken to lies. If you call yourself the head of anything, and you hearken to lies, man, and you follow lies, and you teach lies, and you push lies. What do you think? What do you think? Everybody under you's gonna do, man? They gonna hearken to them lies also, man. So if you the head of your organization, whatever organization it is, and within your organization, you push alternative lifestyle, everybody under you is going to be supporting and following alternative lifestyle. If you promoting hatred of brothers and sisters, everybody under you, they're going to be hating brothers and sisters. Okay? So like, you give me 1 second. Let me check and make sure I do not have any questions. Just give me 1 second, y'all. Bear with me. Try to check them quick so I just don't want to miss any. All right, let me check on Facebook right quick, and I'm right back at y'all. Ain't no sweat. Yeah, so if you promote whatever the thing is that you promoting, that's what the people under you are going to follow, man. So you promoting alternative lifestyle. You promoting hatred of brothers. You promoting become police officers and lock and treat brothers badly, man. These are the things that you promoting. So what do you end up having? You end up having men around you that what? Hate brothers, hate sisters. And then they hate the man in here because what? We actually care about them. We actually care about brothers and sisters in here, man. We feed brothers and sisters, man. We don't throw them in jail because they can't afford a meal. We provide food for them in here. That's what we do. We don't talk down on them because they're poor. We don't tell them they can't come to our Passover. Everybody's invited to our Passover because it's a commandment from the Most High for Israel to celebrate Passover, man. You know what they do? They say, nah, you ain't no member of our school. You can't come to our Passover. As if somebody want to be a part of that alternative Passover. Like somebody want to come to that. All that alternative around them. That's why they make you sign a disclosure, man. Ain't no telling what's going on in them hotel rooms at they fake false Passover, man. And you think the Lord with that? The Lord not with that garbage, man. The Lord is not with that garbage at all. At all is he with that, man. He would never support any such nonsense like that, man. Walking around with your hair in a bun looking like Princess Leia. The Lord is not with that. The Lord wants his men looking fierce, rugged, rough. Our enemies should shake when they look at us. The way they look only encourage somebody to attack. Make somebody want to attack you. Okay? Make no mistake about it, man. The Lord is with the UPK, man. The Lord is with the UPK. Make no mistake about that, under Commander General Yohana, man. Who been doing this since the UPK been around since the 60s. The Commander General Yohana been putting in this work over 30 years, man. Think you could do what Commander General Yohana has done and the Lord not be with you? Some fake Israelite group come up against us? And the Lord is about to show you who he with. Make no mistake about that, man. The Lord is about to show who he is with. Matthew 17, Salaki, give Matthew 7 and 15, man. Matthew 7 and 15. It's just a great chance for the Lord to do what he do. All right. Let's get it. Matthew 7 and 15, and it reads, it says, beware of false prophets. You got to beware of false prophets, man. You have to beware of false prophets. Some people in the world are tricked easily because they may look at other Israelite groups, man. They may look at them and say, man, well, look at them. They police officers. They break it down the Bible. They might think they break it down the Bible because the people in the world don't know the Bible. So they get easily confused and easily tricked. And it looked good, and you see the brothers together, and they all in purple, and there's purple everywhere. They don't understand that those men are false prophets. Those men teach you the same way the Christian church teach you. To do what? To break God's law. To hate brothers. They hate brothers in that school, man. And they breed hatred towards brothers. And the proof that they hate brothers is they didn't even have to talk to the brothers. They could have just did their thing over there and we do our thing over there. Instead, the following week, and they could have just kept it. They little 4 over there, our little 4, 5 over there. However, we could have just kept it like that. They waited till the next week and called up calling all forces, calling all cars, and went out there and tried to intimidate them brothers, man. That is disgusting. That is disgusting, man. That they try to intimidate them brothers like that because they punks, man. That wasn't gangster what they did. That wasn't hardcore. And they didn't care, man. They said, we got the numbers now. We have the numbers now. That's all they care about. If you hear them, that's all they talk about. Look at our numbers. Look at how many people we get. So used to running other fake Israelite groups off, circling around them and intimidating them. That don't work over here, man. That does not work over here. We not bred like that over here, man. We are something different over here. We something different over here, man. We won't allow somebody to intimidate us. To try to scare us. Run us off. The hell we look like. And if that applies to you, Why are you shouldn't even be out there. Shouldn't even be out there, man. Because you're out there for what? If you're just out there, you're just being scared. And anybody could just run you off. Don't go out there. Stay from out there, man. Let the men who the Lord chose go out there and take care of that business. Okay? Let's get back to it. Salakia. It says, beware of false prophets which come to you in sheep's clothing. That stuff that the things that they come out there and say, man, that stuff sounds good, don't it? We need to come together, especially to oppressed people, right? Because we know as what? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we suffer oppression at the hand of our oppressor. And we know that he does what? He covers it at all angles, man. You go into a Christian church looking for moral guidance and to do things morally correct and do things the way the Lord will want you to do them, and you get nothing but lied to. Nothing but lied to. So you so confused, and so you so confused coming out of there trying to figure out what's right and wrong. And they done twisted you inside out. So let's say you might go to Islam or something like that, or you on to another religion. You just really trying to figure out what's the right thing, right place to go. And then you see somebody and then they just break it down these curses. They break it down Deuteronomy, which Deuteronomy for me, once I heard Deuteronomy, I'm telling you, I didn't need to hear anything else. Somebody broke down them curses to me, it was over. That was all I needed to hear. I ain't need to see no archaeology. I ain't need to see no other books. I didn't need nothing else because I knew right then and there, that was us. That was us because that could not have been nobody else on the planet. Because that had happened to nobody else on the planet. And nobody on the planet could deny that that has happened to us and is happening to us right now. Nobody else is suffering that. So when I heard that, so when a brother hear that, he like, man, wow, they breaking it down. They really care about us. They really sincere about this. You would think all of those things. Because, and I'm going to be honest with you, there was about 2009 when I first heard about us being Israelites. And they was one of the first people I seen. At this time, they was just in regular clothes, shorts and the shirt. Wasn't no purple and none of that stuff. It was just shorts and the shirt. Okay. But I used to always look at them and be like, man, something is not. They always gave me a bad vibe. And because I was in the world and I was doing different things inside of the world, being disgusting as a lot of us was inside of the world. So I always thought, Maybe it got to be something. I thought it was something really wrong with me because I'm like, it ain't no way it could be this dude. But as time went on, of course, things started coming out because, again, as they always say, what's done in the dark come to the light. And of course, when you hate, when you a brother who pretends to care about black people and to love them, man, and to want to raise up this nation, but you actually hate them, of course, sooner or later it's going to come out. You cannot continue to hide it. You cannot continue to hide it, all right? And that's what ended up happening. You heard about the brother locking the two young men up falsely. And this, when he done this, of course, he was all in this purple and had everything going and talking about, look at our numbers is great. And you thought to them they was in the kingdom right then and there. Beware of false prophets, man, which come to you in sheep's clothing, man. And that's what they did, man. They come in sheep's clothing, man. They come breaking down Deuteronomy, and you see them out there battling Christians, and you think they are amazing. You don't realize they hate you. They're battling the black Christian because they hate him. It's not about the truth. It's about their hatred. They hate him and they hate you. They want to get you in there so they can destroy you. Because it's hard. It's hard for them because they try to keep the things that they do in the dark. They would love to walk around and be alternative all the time. They can't. They gotta keep it on the inside of them. So they hate men who are not alternative lifestyle. They hate strong men. Shalaki, give me 1 second here. They hate strong men. They hate men of integrity. It's what you have to have in here. You got to have some integrity in here, or you won't be in here. You have to have integrity in here, or you will not be in here. They don't understand that. You don't have integrity, man. They don't have a sense of compassion for brothers, sisters. All they care about is their numbers. You got 100 flaming alternative lifestyle people. Mark my words. They not coming back on that corner. If they do, I will be shocked. Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly, on the inside, how they really feel, but inwardly, they are raving wolves, man. They're raving wolves there to devour you. That other dude, the bishop who just got out of prison not too long ago, how the hell is he even sitting up there as a leader again? What General Muhammad said was so heavy. He said he got pictures. He has to have pictures in his phone. And of course he has to have some dirt on Nathaniel. Of course he has to have some dirt on him. He wouldn't be sitting, he couldn't be sitting up there. As much as they think about this, as much as they love to call the police on people, get people locked up in jail, thrown in jail, that's their favorite thing to do. They all police officers. They would let another person who is a criminal sit up there and be one of the heads of the school? As much as they hate people who go to, as much as they hate blacks and Hispanics, and you know he robbing people, and you're gonna put him right back where he was? That's because you it's because he got some dirt on you, man. Who would do something like that? Even if you didn't want to kick him out of the school, let's say, you have to start back over from the ground up, and you hesitant to raise that person up. Now him, he get resumed right back where he pick up, right back where he left off at, man. And nobody says a word. But see, when you an agent, you good at stuff like that. You understand certain things, right? You understand let it die down. Because they don't raise men of integrity over there. They raise cowards. You don't have to have integrity over there. Okay? That's not what you have to have. You don't have to have integrity, but you do have to sign the disclosure. That you do have to do. Sign a disclosure, but you don't have to have integrity at all. Inwardly, they are raving wolves. Because what is it what is this thing that you're trying to hide, man? You think you would have to sign a disclosure to come in here? You ain't hiding anything. So much has went on over there that they make people sign a disclosure because they don't want you telling anymore what's going on over there. And I bet you, because now they signing the disclosure, they are ramping up what they're doing over there. They are ramping up what they doing over there. It probably was at what they call a Passover. It probably was all out alternative everywhere. And he walked through, and he walked through like he was Christ himself. Boy, that was that. If you didn't see that, just don't watch it. I'm telling you, I couldn't make it through the whole thing. It was too alternative for me. From the horse to the walk, it was too alternative. But inwardly they are raving wolves. Verse 16. Ye shall know them by their fruits. Oh man. Oh man, you shall know them by their fruits, man. You want to lock up innocent black people. You don't care when the thing happened with Trayvon Martin, when Trayvon Martin got murdered, man. Said why he ain't stopped for that white man. He resisted the power. Meaning what? When you say he resisted the power of the white man, not because George Zimmerman was not a police. And y'all remember the dispatcher told him not to even pursue Trayvon Martin. And he said they're always getting away, and he went after him anyway. They hate black men with strength, man. If it was up to them, they would just, they bend over for the oppressor. They sure as hell would. They sure as hell would bend over for the oppressor. It would be their pleasure. Because they're one and the same. They both hate you. Think about it. George Zimmerman was also a coward because he would have never came out of there and chased Trayvon Martin if he didn't have a gun on him. The same way those cowards in Kansas City would have never done anything, would have never said anything to those brothers if it wasn't 30 of them. How do I know that's the truth? Because the week before, when it was 4 or 5 of them, and it was 4 or 5 of us, they said nothing. It was never an altercation. It was never anything. They waited till they called the entire alphabet community up there and then decided they wanted to be tough. You shall know them by their fruits. They blamed Trayvon Martin for what George Zimmerman did, even though the police told Zimmerman not to pursue him. They went out there and said, who the hell cares about Trayvon Martin, man? These people hate blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. And we're gonna show it, man. And because the Lord is about to bring them to a crumble. To a crumble. Okay? In a few minutes, you're going to look up and they're going to be no more, man. You shall know them by their fruits, man. Sending rod pics. They texting pics of a I don't know who ride it was. I don't know. I slack you. I just know the story came out. I'm sorry. I can't. I don't know. The story just came out. It just came out. The brother just put him on blast. One of the brothers the pic actually got sent to put them on blast. That's why they want you signing the disclosure. That's why they want you to sign that disclosure, man. They don't want you to, like, y'all ever heard of that saying where it say, where there's smoke is fire? It can't keep being smoke. Smoke over here, smoke over there, smoke over there. Alternative things can't keep happening surrounding your school, and some alternativeness ain't going on in there. It ain't, alternativeness is not being promoted in there. You do realize that's the only place that's that kind of thing, that alternativeness is happening like that. Where smoke is fire. Okay. Locking up innocent black people, man. Don't care about Trayvon Martin, man. Something tragic happened. Think about this, man. Something tragic happened to black people. They the first one on the scene to tell black people how much is their fault. That it's your fault you get murdered. How disgusting is that, man? What kind of people would join that type of a group? Who want to be a part of that, man? It stinks of cowardism. And only cowards would join a group like that, man. I made my home here, man. I made my home here. Because ain't no cowards around here. That's why I made my home here. That's why I did it. I did it for my brothers who I care about and who care about me, man. I did it. I came in here so I could do, because this was the one place that was doing what no other place was doing. They was actually fixing black people instead of out there blaming them for the condition that they was in. I was hearing them talk about their food programs, prison outreach programs, the things that they was doing. I said, man, I got to get in there and be a part of that. On the other side, over there, all I was hearing about, your saggy pants Negroes, your no good Negroes, your bums. They don't care about black people, man. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles? Verse 17. Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit. Every good tree bring forth good fruit, man. So I said up there, you know about you shall know them by their fruits. The works that they do, man. Commander General Yohana feeds black people all over, not just all over the country, all over the world. All over the world. Meanwhile, these slime balls are letting Africans, telling Africans that they Israelites. Telling Japanese people they Israelites. All they trying to do is make money. That's all they care about. make money to support their alternative lifestyle so they can take trips to these funny countries and lay with little boys. That's all they trying to do, man. They don't care about waking brothers and sisters up, man. Teaching them the truth. They just want to support their lifestyle so they can take trips to these funny countries where they're okay with them. I just want to make sure I'm saying the right word. I don't want to say anything to get us in trouble. To say so they can lay with boys. Think that should be safe. So they can lay with little boys. That's all they want to do, man. Should know them by their fruits. A good tree bring forth good fruits. We wake brothers up in prison, and those, guess what them brothers do that we wake up in prison? They wake other brothers up in prison, and the next thing you know what they doing? They holding camp in prison. They holding camp in prison. You don't hear about that from them. You hear about things like that from them. In prison, you can't send them money. You can't send them no money in prison. What good is you to them? They don't care about the poor of Israel. That's why all of them are cops. All of them. It must be a set of Israelite cops that live an alternative lifestyle. And they must have called all of them down there in that area. Okay? A good tree, Slacky, says, even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit. Look. Do y'all hear the stories that Commander General Yohana tells where it was just him and maybe one or two brothers, man? 3 or 4 brothers? Let's just say a handful of brothers. You see the way the UPK is now? And the brotherhood that we have amongst one another, man, the love that brothers have for one another. A good tree bringeth forth good fruit. That is what Commander General Yohana. This is what Commander General Yohana has built, man. And the foundation of what he built is our brotherhood, man. The love that we have for one another, man. That's what makes this thing strong. And of course, you know, following Christ, that go without saying. But that is the thing that makes this thing strong, man. Our brotherhood, our bond with one another, man. That love that we have for each other, man. That is the thing that makes this thing tick in here. That is the first and foremost thing that we have. We don't sit up and worry about numbers, how many people we get. What difference does it make how many people you have if you have 0 brotherhood? What difference does it make how many people you have if you hate if you hate brothers and sisters? If you hate the poor people, the only people you want in there is the people with money. No poor man can join your group. No poor person can come sit at what you call a Passover. What difference do it make how many people you have? It make a lot of difference to them, because all they want is money and alternativeness. That's it. They're not concerned with actually serving the Lord. They're not concerned with that, man. But a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. And that's what you see out there, man. When those brothers went out there and said they don't give a damn about Trayvon Martin. They don't give a damn about Trayvon Martin. Who the hell cares about Trayvon Martin? When those brothers went out there and said that, man, that was corrupt fruit from a corrupt tree, man. That's what that was. You think somebody in here could have done something like that, or went out there and said something like that and not have answered for that? You think a brother would have got up Saturday morning to go out and teach and even thought to say anything that horrible and that disgusting? Not in here, man. Not in here, man. We actually have the one thing no one else has for our people, man. We have compassion. You cannot hurt brothers in here. You cannot tear brothers down in here. In here, you are going to love brothers. In here, you're going to have compassion on brothers. And you're going to build brothers up, man. You ain't going to tear no brother down up in here, man. Not in here, you're not going to do it. I know. Brothers in the world, to some brothers in fake Israelite groups, brothers in the world are a bunch of nothing losers to them. Lowlifes. Bums. Bottom of the barrel. Can't do nothing with them. In here, they're what the Most High was talking about in Ezekiel in the valley of the dry bones, when he looked at them and said, can these bones live, man? They're waiting on us to go out there and teach them and wake them up. And you step on them, man. You blame them for everything that's gone wrong in their life, man. Talk to them like they garbage and treat them like they trash. But a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. Verse 18. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit. A good tree, it won't happen in here, man. Like I said just a minute ago, you think a brother in here would have dare said that about Trayvon Martin? Oh Lord. There's no way you would have wanted to go in front of Commander General Yohana or General Muhammad and had said anything like that. It's no way. Because you got to answer for that if you say that some crap like that in here, which no brother in here would. I can assure you, no brother in here would even thinking about saying anything like that. Why would no brother? Why? Because Commander General Yohana does not raise men like that, man. We raise men in the spirit of Christ, the spirit of brotherhood in here, man. That's how Commander General Yohana raises brothers, man. That's how we're taught to do. We're taught to love brothers the way Christ loved us. That's what we taught in here, man. You love brothers the way Christ loved you. Or else, what are you doing it for? Why are you doing this? You're doing it just to hurt people. You doing this just to be in our way. Well, clearly the Lord is sick of y'all being in our way, man. And he's ready for y'all to get the hell out of our way. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Y'all gonna be out of here in about 20 minutes. Got about 20 minutes left. And you're gonna fade away just like every other fake Israelite groups. Just like every other fake Israelite group, even with your disclosure, the Lord is still revealing your shame. Still revealing your shame, man. The Lord is still revealing that your alternative lifestyle and your hatred for black people, man. You don't want to raise a nation. You hate blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. No good niggas. That's all they is to you. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit. It goes on to say, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Corrupt tree can't bring forth good fruit, man. You can't hate the people that you teach and raise them up at the same time. Where they do that at? How does that work? It doesn't. You can't do it, man. It don't work like that. It does not work like that. That's why when men leave out of there, man, you see they be so destroyed. Some of them go back to Christianity and go back to loving their oppressor. Because they leave there so destroyed and distraught. And you know it, because not too long ago, they just had brothers leave there about 30 brothers left there, man. They said, whoa, wait a minute, it's too much going on in here. I can't be a part of this. And call myself a man of the Lord. And they left, man. Then they had the one brother that was under the vocab dude. He left and went and joined with him, which shows you exactly what I'm saying. Those brothers leave and they destroyed, man. Neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. It cannot happen, man. It cannot happen. A corrupt tree cannot bring forth good fruit, man. Nothing good can come out of that place. Nothing. You would have to, you better off just leaving. I don't know. You just better off just being by yourself, man. Because the only thing that place is going to teach you to do is hate brothers and hate sisters. That's all you're going to learn how to do, man. Verse 19, it reads, it says, every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down. So if a tree is not bringing forth good fruit, you're running around, you teaching everybody, you pretending to teach everybody that they Israelites, and you pretending that that's what you about, that you a man of the Lord, and this, that, and the third, and then you get them in there, and you groom them to be alternative lifestyles, and you pick them according to them wanting to be a part of an alternative lifestyle. You don't let men in there that don't want to be a part. Them, you get out of there. You only want men of alternative lifestyles in there. Because you're not bringing forth good fruit. You a tree that bring forth not good fruit. Okay? Because you teach brothers to hate brothers. You teach brothers not to stand up for one another, man. Not to stand up for what's right, man. You teach them to bow down to their oppressor. Trayvon Martin should have stopped. That white man told him to stop. This is what he said verbatim. He said that white man told him to stop. Why he didn't stop? He was rebellious. Rebellious. That's what he said. Not the police told him to stop. He just said that oppressor man. He didn't have to stop for him. That's why he did not stop. He didn't have to stop for him. He seen him every day walking that same route. He seen him. He knew exactly who he was. He murdered him, man. And y'all went out there and said y'all ain't give a damn about him, man. After he unalived him in cold blood. Because you don't bring forth good fruit. And the Lord is saying, when you don't bring forth that good fruit, man, you get hints down, which means what? You get cut down. That tree has to come down. That tree has to come down because it does not bring forth good fruit. Every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire and just burn it. It's useless. It's pointless. It has no reason to be. It's in the way. It's in the way, man. He ain't bringing forth no good fruit, man. Verse 20. Wherefore, by their fruits ye shall know them, and by their fruits you're going to know them. By the things that they do, you're going to know them, man. I'm not just saying they hate black people because I don't like them. I'm saying they don't like black people because they tell you these things. A young black man get unalived in cold blood and they walk out there and tell you that they don't give a damn about him. They telling you they don't care about blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. They telling you. So that fruit that they have is not good. And that's why they done the thing that they did. They didn't operate in the spirit of brotherhood because they don't have brotherhood over there. They operated in the spirit of attempting to intimidate because they don't know how to have brotherhood, man. They don't know how to be brothers in real life. They'll try to intimidate you and scare you and punk you with their numbers. You won't punk nobody over here, man. You don't scare us. Okay? We're not fearful of you. Well, we wouldn't fear we don't fear men running around in purple all god doggone day. Who the hell scared of y'all? Y'all leader is walking around with a Princess Leia bun in his head. The Woman King bun. He saw that movie, The Woman King, and said, "Oh, that looks cute," and put that junk in his head. And we would fear something like that? Nah, not in here, man. The brother saw the Woman King and said, "I want my hair done like that." And that's what he did. I said, good gracious alive. You shall, wherefore by their fruits ye shall know them, man. You locked up innocent. Because maybe we just say you locked up innocent black people and y'all not understanding. So let me help y'all out just a little bit. The witnesses, meaning the people that was there that was actually robbed, said when they seen the two people that they had, when they put them in the lineup, they said, nah, those are not the people that committed this crime. That's what they said. But because of his hatred for black people, he still locked them brothers up, man. He still locked them, brother. He did not let them go. We talking about, they said one of the people was maybe about 6 feet. This brother is like 6'7", something ridiculous that is clear. Like, it's just clear that it's not him. It was clear that it wasn't him. But when you have a hatred for black people, when you have a hatred for them, you hate them. You have a hatred for strong black men because everything you are not. You are disgusting and vile. Disgusting and vile. And vomit. And because you see a man with some strength on him, you want to beat the strength out of him. You want to snatch that away from him. You are disgusting. Most disgusting pieces of garbage I ever seen in my life. It makes me sick to my stomach. All right, give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second here. Let's get let's get 1 John 2:9. Last scripture, then I'm gonna go close out the class. Let's get it. Yeah, they are disgusting, man. They are disgusting. And their time is just about up now. They made a terrible mistake. A terrible mistake. Okay? First John chapter 2 and verse 9. He that say he is in the light and hateth his brother is in darkness even until now. So say, he that saith he is in the light, meaning you running around telling everybody you got the truth. You out there, you're passing out flyers, telling brothers come join. We love brothers. It's all love over here. Meanwhile, you take off the purple and go put on a blue uniform and lock innocent black men up, man. You hate your brother. You really hate him. and you really in dark. That's why I say you in darkness even until now. Because the truth be told, man, you don't know how to love a brother. You have no clue on how to love brothers at all. Again, this is just something that it looks good. And this is just how you you use this as a tool to fund your lifestyle. It's no different than what they do in Christianity, right? What do they do in Christianity? They like to have a lot of people so they can get a lot of money, right? But within Christianity, and what helps fund it is the fact that you get to do whatever it is you want to do. You get to do whatever it is you want to do. You don't have to give anything up or sacrifice anything. Over there, you could just seem like you an Israelite, but really, you doing all kind of nonsense behind the scenes. It just look good. It just sound good. It may be okay. It's like I got to check and make sure I do not have any questions. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, it just look good and it just sound good, man. But you just want to try to punk and intimidate brothers, terrorize brothers. Won't work in here, man. That's why you had to call up the rest of your alternative lifestyle people, man. You couldn't just leave it like it was when it was just basically even Steven. It was 4 and then it was 4. The next week you had to call the entire alphabet community out there to try to intimidate brothers, and it still didn't work. Because you don't intimidate brothers in here, man, because we ready to die for this. I know you don't understand that. I know you don't get it. Because a lot of y'all cowards, so you don't understand that. But that's what it is over here. We are something different. This is the home of the truth, man. This is the home of the truth, man. All right. And with that, I'm going to close the class out. Shalom, Israel.